Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Mythkiller Productions. As always, I will be your host, SiriMythkiller, and we have finally decided on a build location, and as you can see, I already have a house started. I haven't been on, and there were some pretty big predators spawning where I'm at, so I put all my creatures in my house. This new lovely Pteranodon, I did tame offline one day. So, where are we at? We are at Hidden Lake, and that is a raptor. And I did find a spyglass, too. That is a very dead raptor. Beaver level 5. And a Beaver level 15. Neither of which is worth my effort. Is that Carno still hanging around here somewhere? Alright. Let's run down here and get this blue drop. Battledorf. It's not terrible. So, yep, I decided to go ahead and live in Hidden Lake. For those who are not familiar with this area, it's kind of awesome because you basically can just... What is this dead raptor doing? Oh well, it's gone now. No problem. It's kind of cool looking. It's kind of cool looking. The great thing about this area is that you can... Really? Why? I am trying to explain things, Titanомyra. Why do you do this? I hate these things. We have tried to erase them from the game, and we can't get them to go away. That's how much we all hate them. They serve absolutely no purpose. You barely get any chitin out of them. You can get 3 or 4 times as much from a leech or from other creatures, and it's just they're worthless. So annoying. Okay. Anybody else? Mejoberry will sometimes fight. Okay, that one's just stuck in the ground. Come on. And they're super hard to harvest sometimes. Okay. And that's another raptor. Oh my goodness, I just want to... Oh! Okay, well, first things first, we're going to tame a raptor, because that is a 135, and we can do that. That's only 15 levels from max. The problem is that I have to get it to stop chasing me long enough to get in my house. Nope, still there. Okay. I might be able to lose it around these corners. And this is what Ark is like. It's a lot of, I need to do this so I can do this, but I'm going to get completely distracted and do this instead. Because I don't want it chewing on my house. Okay. So let's find my gear here, because it's all messed up. I am normally not this disorganized. This actually really bothers me right now. I have 9 trank arrows. That should be enough for a 135. We will do a prime meat tame. We'll have to break the ceiling so we can get the Pteranodons out. Are you going to be right outside my door? Not quite. Okay. So we're going to have our bolas equipped. We've already got 1 in the pipe in the crossbow. Now we got to find the silly thing. Hopefully it didn't decide to start attacking the beavers. Oh no, that's perfect. Okay, come here. And bola. So that keeps it from moving so that we don't get attacked. These guys do have headshot multipliers, which means they take more damage, but they also take more torpor or trank as well. So we're going to do 3. We're going to do 1 more. Okay, he's taking this very well. Oh, don't shoot. Okay. So he's all sleepy now. And I got all 5 of my arrows back. Alright, and he didn't actually take that much health damage either, so... Well, that's a great start to the day. So now while he loses some food, we're going to see what else we have around here. We'll have to raid that and hopefully not die. I got a little monkey, which really don't serve a whole lot of purpose. Looks like some dilos over there. Okay. As I was saying, the great thing about Hidden Lake is that it's completely fenced in naturally, except for 3 entrances, which you can block off with dino gates. And a very small amount of walls. Obviously not a whole lot of protection from overhead, which would be a concern in a PvP server, but since right now we're doing PvE, and the most we'll do PvP is in a regulated area, I'm not too concerned about it. So, the game plan for today is to tame. I was actually looking for a raptor, because we need raptors to get meat and hide, because we're going to need to start getting quite a bit of that for various projects. So, having a 135 spawn in the backyard is actually pretty awesome. So, in addition to that, we are going to try to get an iguanodon and maybe an argentavis, and if I can get an argentavis, I can get a megaloceros, which are the giant deer, and beavers. Now, I could tame the beavers that are here, but they're so low level, and it's just, I think, going to be a waste of time, as I said previously, to really tame anything under level 80, because the max spawn on this server is 150, and anything that has to start at low level is just gonna die. Oh, look, a dilo. That's a problem. Wow, I can't believe that monkey's still alive. Alright. Excuse me, I don't want you over here. Turn around. I completely missed. Okay. So that problem's fixed. I'm gonna make sure that nothing hits that raptor. Okay. So basically, we're just gonna chill out. We're gonna get some narco berries instead of using full narcotics. Just because raptors are pretty easy to keep calm and quiet. And then when it's ready, we will go get some prime meat with the Pteranodons, and we will get this guy tamed up. And we are back with some prime meat for this guy. He should be ready to go. Super proud of myself. I stole a kill from... Excuse me, you're kind of in the way. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. This is the mild problem with Pteranodons. Actually, it's more than a mild problem. With Pteranodons, you so much as touch the water, and they kick you off. Because obviously they're flyers. They're not meant to go in the water. Some of the others, it's not quite that bad. So, let's see where his food's at. He's lost over 700 food. And we should be okay. I hope. So we're just going to take everything out of that, and then put that, and that, and that, and please start eating this stuff you're supposed to be eating, you silly raptor. Oh, I hate it when this happens. Alright, give me this piece. There he goes. Awesome! We got all of our levels. Alright. What colors are you? Oh, he's kind of a cool looking color. Okay. So, since there were some dilos and stuff, I built a quick structure around him just so they didn't hit him while he was asleep. So we're going to demolish this real quick. You only get about half the resources back once you demolish something. So it's very important that if you're planning on building permanent structures, you do it right the first time. Which is why so many of us build in thatch first. Make sure everything is going to work properly the way we want it to. Alright. And now we're going to do this. And I did get a level. I stole some pretty good sized kills from some bigger predators. Okay, that's going to get weird having that tick, tick, tick following me. It's been a long time since I've actually had raptors and used raptors on a regular basis. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and put some food in you. That one will just spoil or he'll eat it. You deserve some food. Alright, who else needs fed? Ardillo needs fed, probably. Ardillo is still acting as our fridge. I kind of feel bad for the guy. We'll get that taken care of today as well. And you need food. Alright. And I had to punch a hole in my house to get my Pteranodon out. So, now, what we are going to do is we're going to make up some narcotics, some more bolas, probably get maybe some kind of quick pen set up for these guys. That way I can have them outside and not in my house. And then when we're done with all that, then we will go start looking for other creatures to tame. So we will be right back. Today is just an amazing day for tames for me. So this is a level 95 iguanodon right out front my house, which is extremely rare. Most iguanodons don't show up really above level 50. And this isn't a common spawn point for them either. But it's awesome because that means I get to tame in the relative safety of my home. So we're also going to put this guy out. The big deal with iguanodons is they can run, they can jump. Uh-oh. No, no, no! Come back! And they're fast! Obviously. Ooh! Alright, well, I would have rather had him up in front of my house, where I could keep a better eye on him, but this will also do. That's awesome! So, also during the night, I managed to tame a Moschops, which I'll show you here in just a few minutes. I just want to get a pen built around this guy, again, to protect him from any of the small, obnoxious, bitey creatures that like to hang out around. Pretty much my usual method is to actually build taming pens all over the island and then lead creatures into them. Now, I haven't discussed it with the group, if they're gonna be okay with me doing that. There is a way to keep everything unlocked so they can be used by people who are not part of my tribe, which is probably what we will do. Let's see, we're probably gonna need at least, I'm gonna go ahead and make 15 foundations. And really keep a good close eye out here. The blue drop can wait. Because I don't like losing any taming effectiveness on my creatures. It drives me nuts. It's a point of pride for me that I do really good tames. So, this is going to lock on really weird. Their tails are so long. And you can only build within a certain distance of creatures as well, which can make it a little tricky. I hear small feet. Oh. It's a dodo. Dodos. Some of the smallest creatures have the loudest footsteps. So, some people would say it's kind of a waste to use these resources to make these pens, but again, okay, that's a dog. It's a point of pride for me that my tames come out good every time. So it's actually very frustrating for me when they don't. So I have no idea where my fence piece went, because this doesn't want to build straight. Okay, well, we overlapped fence pieces, so that's important. Alrighty. Looks like everything's staying pretty calm. That's great. I don't know why I did that. That's my dog. So, alrighty. Get these crafted up. Awesome, it is gonna let us build. Really, guys? Dogs. You can't live with them, can't live without them. Okay, we'll put a doorway around here somewhere. For now, I'm more concerned about just getting it kind of closed off. I'm not overly concerned about any large predators. I haven't seen one for a while, but I have had an alpha spawn in here, so I gotta keep an eye out for that as well, because an alpha raptor will tear through a thatch wall like a piece of paper, and that would be bad. So, what am I missing? Am I missing fiber? Of course I'm missing fiber. Oy vey. There's that piece, there's that bush. So, iguanodons are also very excellent berry gatherers, which also really excites me, because now I will get to make lots of narcotics, which is something I've been sorely lacking, and what's kind of prohibited me from trying to invest heavily in tames. So if we can get that ball rolling, we can get everything else rolling with it. And I'm gonna need a doorway. Doorway. And probably a door, because if I don't put a door in, some crazy dillo is gonna slide in and I'll be very upset. Alrighty. Well, there's that guy. Let's see what... That's pretty decent stats for his level. We will, again, of course, have to wait a good while. Unfortunately, we're not going to get as good of a tame on this one, because we have to tame him with berries. So, after he's all set, we will continue on with our taming spree. Alrighty. Oh, that's the parasaur I hit. Okay. Thought I had a panic attack. Thought something was coming after me. Alrighty. So, he is definitely ready to tame up. He's 200 food below the recommended, so we should be good there. Let's see what we get out of him. Ooh. Ouch. We're gonna lose some levels on this one. Which, at this point, not a whole lot I can do about it. I don't have the appropriate creatures to go get large quantities of crystal that it will require to make a greenhouse to grow crops and things to make kibble. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of let him do what he's gonna do. Is he gonna have enough food? Okay. I'm just gonna let him do his thing. And let's here. I hope I've got some more Mejos. Because that's the last thing you want to do to a tame, is run them out of food while they're already... Oh yeah. I've been organizing, made some more boxes. Except everything's getting all messy in the process. Even more messy than it was. So I think... Oh, and tamed another Dilo while I was at it. I had a level 100 walking around my house, so... Again, this is apparently just a super good day for taming, and everybody else is missing out, so... Okay. I don't have any in there. So, best get to pickin' here. 1. But I need a lot more than 1. So, of course, again, when I get this iguanodon tamed up, all of those worries are gonna go away. Oh! Woo! He made it. Okay, awesome. And I believe I already have a... Oh, made it with 8 to spare. Cool, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and just stash all these on you, big guy. And I've got a saddle made somewhere for him. Why don't you just stay put for a second? Run back to the house. We'll see. Because these guys are just too cool not to show off. They have this really, really good set of skills that are imperative to low-level survivors. Which, granted, I'm level 64 now. That's not considered a low level anymore. Aha! There it is. There's an iguanodon saddle. And I'm gonna dump the rest of this stuff in a random box. Because I can. I need that iguanodon saddle back. Okay. I have so much junk everywhere. It's driving me nuts. Can't handle it. Oh, thank you, big guy. I really wanted that kind of present. Alrighty. So, if you have them stand up, they are bipedal and quadrupedal. If they stand up, they can jump really high. Hop, hop. If they're sprinting, they can jump even higher. And if you put them down on 4 feet and sprint, you'll see up there in the right-hand side, they don't use any stamina when they are sprinting on all 4 feet. So let's check this guy's level. If it's a low level, we're gonna kill it. Low enough! And it's lower than the one I have. So, they automatically stand up and stab things with their little thumbs. Which is what iguanodons are so famous for, is their spiky thumbs there. Oh! And a Mega Nuera, just out of nowhere, decides to join the party. Alright, down on all 4s. Alright, but yeah, so this has been a really, really good taming day. And I went out to the beach while I was waiting on this guy to get finished, and there's a level 90 Sarco, or a big old crocodile dude out there. We can actually just run out there right now. And these guys always need speed to start off with. They're just slow, but they're not as slow as parasaurs, which is what makes them so awesome. And they gather so many berries. And granted, they don't have a wide sweep like a stego or a bronto, but they do gather exceptionally well. And they're very versatile mounts versus kind of stegos and brontos that are a little more difficult. Well, let's get you your speed level. Yeah, that's just from a tiny handful of bushes we got all those berries. And iguanodons can also convert all the berries in their inventory into seeds, which obviously I don't want to do. Okay, you're in my way. Jump! Just like that. And off we go! Alright. This is one of the little paths out of the hidden lake. And It's just a nice thing. Comes right out here to the coast. I hear a raptor. Oh, nope, it's an oviraptor. Not worried about those at all. They just steal eggs. And they help your dinos actually have more eggs. So eventually we'll get those guys as well. We're gonna stab you because I don't trust you. The only problem with iguanodons is if it's something small and it gets up under their front end, it's really hard to hit. Okay, so follow. Actually, I follow just in case he decides to take off. Yeah, they have a hard time hitting bugs without assistance. Come on, let me on. Let me help you. They can't aim up. Oh, and I can't sprint either. Stuff. Oh, man, this is not good. I need to get out of here. Alright, and just like that, we can run away. Although we're actually not going to go very far because they're kind of in front of our house. So we're just going to kind of lope up the beach here a little bit. Mejoberry tend to hold a grudge is the only problem. So they're probably going to come after us. But the Dilos will probably leave us alone. Okay. Well, we are immediately taking him back. He is below half health. We're actually going to pause for 2.5. Find out, nope, she's under 80. Not going to worry about it. We're going to head right back up and go home. Ooh, kind of close. There we go. That sound was an oviraptor, so we're not worried about it. There is a Troodon in there somewhere, and this first-person view while you're riding, sometimes it's helpful for navigating, and sometimes it's not. I personally like to use the wider field of view, and that way you can see a little better. See what's kind of coming from all directions versus just tight up front. So, we'll get this guy stashed away, and that is probably where we will actually call it for the day. Probably just going to keep working on the house a little bit. Get some narcotics and things built up, and then we can go do some more tames next time. So if you enjoyed the video, enjoy seeing how the taming process works, go ahead and let me know with a like on the video, and let me know kind of what you think I should tame next in the comments below. And if you enjoy the video and all my other series, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And as always, have a wonderful day!